I wish I knew how much money I can make. I need people. You can only take yourself so far by yourself. Hate walking like this, but on today's agenda, first task, do my hair. How are you gonna do your hair? How are you gonna do your hair? What are you gonna do your hair? You ask. I'm going to do 2 pigtails. And then I need to deep clean and get myself prepared for the week. Okay. Like I said, I still gotta do my hair deep clean. If I actually just lock in, it won't be horrible. I gotta do my hair deep clean, run to the store, get some stuff for the suite, and go to the gym. I probably would be done with my day by now had I not went to sleep. That is something I'm still struggling with though. Entrepreneur, business owner, trying to figure out my systems. Every second counts, literally. Is this not cute? Let me do a close-up shot of this. Look how cute. The glitter. I kept forgetting I had it actually, so I'm happy I remembered this time. Okay. Let's chat. Everybody, phones up, notebooks out, pencils ready to go. I wish I knew how much money I can make. I really wish I would have grasped the concept. Things I wish I knew. Customer service, clients, the type of clients, and things I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known more people who did the same thing as me or similar thing to me, and not even necessarily in the same field, but just like creatives. I wish I would have knew more creatives, or would have like focused on building more relationships with creatives, because I feel like that, alongside with just like your own research and like trial and error and like working towards whatever your goal is just something about having that type of community and that type of person to actually understand and just like talk with you and, you know, go through things and like bounce ideas off of people. I wish I would have focused on like building, I guess, relationships with more creatives, or just people who has this going on, you know. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, dida. It's okay. If you are someone like me and you are more so introverted, you are more so to yourself, girl, get out of that. Get out of that, because ain't no growth in it. Well, let me not say that. Let me not be that drastic. It's just, you can only take yourself so far by yourself. Y'all know that song by Ari Lennox, like I need people. Oh my God, now I gotta find it.
And then I realized, oh my God, I need people.
Literally. That's the best way I could put it. But if you're anything like me, you've probably already went through that little phase and you came to realization not too long ago and was like, oh. And now 2026, one of my biggest goals is to collaborate. Literally everything needs to be a collaboration. It's like, okay, what's next, girl? What's next, girl? What's next, girl? And sometimes people, like I said, they don't have to be in the same industry. And I got that actually from a friend, and he was just saying how like you'll be surprised how somebody else can connect you to somebody else or to something, and y'all have no similarities at all with y'all business, but they have an audience, you have an audience, they have a niche, a target, a audience, what's the word? They have a community of people looking for X, Y, and Z. Then you have a community of people looking for X, Y, and Z. And then y'all bring both communities together. You're creating a culture. Yeah. Andre will give me there. Oh, wow. No longer afraid of the dark. Oh, wow. I'm gonna leave the forest. I just got some rice with decoration. That is how it be though. Okay. Things I wish I knew, right? I wish I would have planned better to invest in my business like every quarter or every half a year, every 6 months. But that goes into like saving and, you know what I mean? Like having a business bank account and business credit and credit solely to invest in your business. But I wish I would have been more obedient with that in the beginning. Because I do strongly believe in the experience that the client has, that you provide to the client. And it's kind of like just like at home in your house, every so often or seasonal, you might want to get a new throw pillow, or you might want to switch your curtains out. You might want to get a new rug. And that sounds so simple, but like literally planning for that, or even like right now, I'm kind of in the process of switching my space around. I've been in the process for the last like 3 months though, because at first I ordered the stations. I got the mat, I got the chairs. I had to kind of settle for a hand-me-down chair for one of the chairs. And whereas I would love to invest in like new everything, that's not where it's at. But I wish I would have like learned to prioritize things like that much better in the beginning, because then there would be no like, oh well, dang, do I spend this $300 on this new dryer, or do I buy this Fashion Nova cart? You know? And I think the most important thing to note, all this runs and flow if you running it. I don't know if they do it as much now, but I remember there was a time period where like people were so, ooh, a business owner, ooh, I'm a business owner, ooh, I got my own business, ooh, I'm running a business, ooh. And like was glorifying being business owners and being entrepreneurs, and it was just this big thing. And a lot of those business owners actually are not in business right now currently. So I think that should tell you a lot. No shade, no tea. I'm being for real when I say that though. I think that should tell you a lot. A lot of people that you saw were in business or were thriving and had all the encouragement and all the advice and the glamorous and the fun look and lifestyle, I guess. A lot of them are not in business anymore. You know why? Because it's got to be in you and not on you. And like you really wake up. I say this all the time. You wake up every single day and you bet on yourself, and you got to run this shit. Like you got to run this. If I don't open the doors are not open. Not that I'm upset or anything, but I'm just saying. And I want to be that entrepreneur, that business owner that you see. One, like I ain't got a lot of kicking with you. I really don't. And I want y'all to feel like, I really want y'all to resonate, because it's like, I literally want to be authentic and as vulnerable as possible. I don't post this type of content on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, because it's like, that's really not the platform for it. All the client needs to know is that they not getting no hey boo text before their appointment, and they're gonna walk in, it's gonna smell good, it's gonna be clean, and they're gonna get their hair done because that's what they expecting. You know what I mean? But like over here, yeah, we get to like chat, we get to like talk about the real, you know. I'll keep trying not to cuss. We get to talk about the ins and outs of this, okay? Cause yeah, it's not always glamorous. Like, it's not always fun. It's not always exciting, and I don't want that to be mistaken for like not being grateful that I'm able to do this, because I'm very grateful that I get to do something that I love. But after doing something for so long, you do get burnout, you do get tired, you do get like, okay, what can I do to switch this up? But that's where you find like little passion projects. You find hobbies outside of just what you're doing, like your day-to-day too. And whatever your hobby is, that could be your hobby. But it's not a lot, but it's quite a lot that I wish I would have known. Oh my God, a big thing that I've experienced this past year is like hiring people and trying to find somebody who's willing to, I guess, work towards your dream, essentially. Not forever, but temporarily, and just kind of be in the spirit of like serving, in the sense of like being of service to somebody else aside from themselves, being an assistant and understanding like, oh, let me pay my dues, and let me pay my dues, i.e. like, let me work a little bit, let me actually get in the habit of showing up for this business, and then picking up what there is that I can pick up from learning with this business owner, and then taking it and applying it in the next 2 to 3 years. But that's also in goal planning and like having a plan for the next 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, like, anybody who I've spoke with or talked to or hired or had in my space, there was always a common an agreement in place that, no, I do not anticipate you work for me forever. I do not want you to work for me forever. And it was just like, oh, like, people don't work the way that you do. People don't do the same thing in the same method that you do. People don't communicate the same way that you communicate. So it's all of these things on top of also trying to, keep a professional environment, making sure your clients are comfortable at all times, and you like getting the quality of service or the same service that they get, because that's how you retain a client. That's how you retain your clientele. And that's in anything you do, whether you have a boutique, a t-shirt, apparel business, a beauty business, a branding, whatever business you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you retain the client. They are comfortable with what's familiar, like what's easy, what works. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's something that you also want to keep steady for your clients. You don't want to throw them out their element too much either, because it's like they've been so used to something one way for so long. It's like, okay, y'all, like, let's flow together. And then it's like, your client's gonna let you know too. Your client's gonna always let you know. Your client's gonna always be like, yeah, so, but like, even that, like, oh my goodness. And now I already had trust issues. Now I don't know what I got now. I don't know. But that was a learning curve for me this year, and I'm trying to get out of my way. And just take the risk, because I do know I am in a space now where to grow, I need people. And I had a good thing going with my last assistant, like as far as my schedule was flowing, as far as my books was flowing, as far as my hours. Like, I definitely seen a difference in having a partner and just doing things on my own. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out like, I planned it to, or I thought it would. So I definitely, I wish I would have, if anything, I wish I probably would have, well, I can't even say that, but that's something to think about too. Like, And I don't know, maybe I'll take y'all through that process because 2026 for sure, the goal is to have a partner, work alongside someone, whether it be somebody who's already established, which I think it probably would be easier to be with somebody who's already established. But the mentor in me wants somebody who is like hungry to like get in the beauty industry and really make a business out of it, and not just do it for the sake of quick money, or like to say like, oh, I'm in a salon now, or I'm salon based. And it's not for the longevity. It's not to build a brand. It's not to build a business, a sustainable business with clients that are returning. You know what I'm saying? Like something that, yeah, you could quit your job because now you're in a position to quit your job. You've built your clientele. You've paid your dues. Did your hours. Got licensed. Did all of these things. So now you are literally ready to hit the ground fully running. But in the event that I'm not able to find somebody that I can kind of mentor into their own stylist, and then they can kind of graduate from being under the umbrella of J. Nicole Custom, they can go into their own business or their own, space. Or even if they just wanted to transition over from being an assistant to a full-time stylist in the space with me. You know what I mean? Like that would be ideal. So 2026, that's another goal for me. But I didn't know it would be that dang on hard and scary almost. Like, I be nervous because I'm not used to having nobody in my space. And that's such like a freaking, I think that's such like a contradiction. Or I don't know if contradiction is the right word, but the fact that like you're a business owner, but you are like so particular about like your space and who's in it, and like when you literally service people, So yeah, clock. Oh, I hate when people do that actually.